our film Since I've Been Down. Oftentimes we call this film a love letter to children. Since I've Been Down is an American story showcasing one city, Tacoma, Washington, as an example of every town USA. And every town USA that exposes the culture of punishment and its consequences as a shared reality in America today, especially in these times of legislative violence and fear of difference. Through Since I've Been Down, you'll get to hear the triumph of the human spirit. You get to not only hear, but see their amazing work as they do this in one of the worst places possible, prison. But this is not a prison film. This is a film, as I said before, that showcases the triumph of the human spirit. It's because of the punishing laws of the 1980s and 90s, like 3 Strikes You're Out and Hard Time for Armed Crime, realizing that 3 Strikes You're Out started right here in Washington State, leaving a lot of disinvestment in communities, in employment, and in education, leaving children, particularly Black children, Black and brown children, to a non-negotiable pathway to joining gangs. But these children, now adults, are developing a system and a pedagogy and activity of justice that is an example for all of us. You meet the Black Prisoners Caucus and what a 50-year organization, and the Black Prisoners Caucus program called TEACH that reaches across race lines. TEACH stands for Taking Education and Creating History. I didn't say changing, they said creating. This film is told by people who were left to be in prison, children as young as 13, 18, who have taken upon themselves to show us something, a way forward. Who better to do this than the people who have been targeted and thrown away? They have found themselves and offering us a pattern to change this culture of punishment. Thank you. Enjoy.
All right. That was Gilda Sheppard, the director of the film. She took her 14 years to make the film, the documentary. And right now, we're about to view screen. We'll look at this powerful documentary that she put together. What's your take on it, Brown B in the middle?
Well, Mr. Cooper, I think he started a great thing. Like, the thing that stood out to me the most in the trailers as I watched, I found it baffling that you could only go to education programs in prison in the state of Washington if you got 7 years or under.
That's like most joints.
You supposed to educate yourself throughout your prison system. It's supposed to be reform.
Yeah, but
prison they have a motto. They say reform.
Yeah, but Richie said the same thing. He's like, he's been locked down for what, 20 some years?
Right.
And they won't let him take, because he's got basically a life sentence. And that's been his main thing. He can't get his GED. And even if you get put on those waiting lists, you get bumped because you got a guy going home in 6 months. So it's not even so much that Gilda sent us another intro, and it talks about more so the programming, what I mean by programming, I mean the fact that they initially started this as community. It started
on their own.
No, not in. I'm not talking about I'm talking about the community of Tacoma, Washington. How the community, the police officers started way young channeling these individuals into prison.
Right.
And everything starts, the dots start to connect. Why are you giving this individual so much time? Why are you getting this individual so much time? Why is this individual removed from the community? Why is it so important to remove this individual to the community? Why is it so important to put this individual in a cell for so long? Individual who at the end of the day has so much to give. And if they can do it inside prison, imagine what he could do in the community.
Another part.
Look! Listen to what I'm saying. Remember all that stuff you've been talking about, how the community's fucked up, how we need police and all this other stuff. Could you imagine that those individuals who created this out in prison, one of the most restricted places you can be, created something so beautiful?
Well, I think, okay, when I was in Oxford, FCI Oxford, they got the cops there. They got the guards there. But they don't run the prison. The gangs and the cars run the prison there. They're there for, how do you say it? It's kind of like discretionary. Like
The guards. You're talking about the guards, right?
Yeah, the guards are just there.
The guards are there because to keep you from leaving prison.
Right.
They're not there to be guards.
No. Because like the gangs and the cars, they discipline their own people and keep their own people in check.
They basically, what you're basically saying, they're like not overseers. They were overseers used to be, but when you used to run convict leasing, they always had that, what they call them now, swampers, whatever you want to call them, trustees, that you used to use a long time ago. The word trustee. That's where it came from.
Trustee, they're just there, just in case somebody try to get out.
No, I mean the individuals who the shot these organizations, the reason that they're there, the reason these shot callers are there, they're trustees. They're the liaison between the institution and their organization.
Right.
They keep their organization in line. You're a shot caller for your organization.
Right.
We don't have to worry about your organization because we're giving you enough benefits to keep those guys in line.
Right.
That's what you're saying.
Right. We ain't gonna mess with y'all as long as y'all police yourself correctly.
Right. We don't even have to police.
Right. We just here to get our 8 hours in. Da.
What do you think about that?
Well, I brought that up to say that that's all we need police officers for. The community need to come together. And what they're doing in prison is the community is coming together and policing their own community, their own gang. They're policing the vice lords and GDs and whatever gangs it is. They're policing each other. If you're from this state, they're policing each other. That's what we need to. We don't need the police. That's what we need to happen in our communities.
Right. I'm telling, and I'm going because what I heard is that we need the police, but you said we needed. So you're basically
we need their presence. We need their presence.
I don't
so
think
stuff don't get out of control.
I don't think we even need their presence. I think what we need to do is come together as a community. Then you don't need the police. It's not even policing yourself. You know what's right. You know not to take my shit from me. You know not to break in my house. You know not to go in my cell. You know not to fuck with my shit.
What? Mo, you got Safmoe. You got drug addicts that let their addiction control themselves, and they do the unthinkable a lot of times.
That's true. That's true indeed. But that's a whole nother conversation. Addiction is a whole nother conversation. Watch episode 18 with Eric, Ron B in the middle, Safmoe. We talked to Eric who suffers from addiction. His episode is coming out. I'm trying to release his part tonight, but for sure the full episode is going to show tomorrow. I broke it down in 2 different parts because in this episode we do talk.
I seen this.
We do talk about police and Amir Locke situation, and we talk about him. They both come together perfectly, but I broke them up because some people might just want to listen to addiction, and some people might want to listen to the police. Some people might want to listen to the fuller. But just talk about eviction. That's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother thing. what I want to do is replay Gilda one more time for the people who are coming in late so they can see her intro, and we're going to go straight into the video.
Okay.
But what I wanted to do, too, is just get our take. We haven't seen it. This is the first time we've seen it.
I ain't seen it.
We were supposed to preview
All
it
I seen
last
was
night.
the trailer.
Yeah, we were supposed to preview it last night to take a look at it. So this is our first reaction. This is I Got Something to Say in the GP, on GP, on GP,
Real
on GP,
pit.
on GP.
Real pit.
This is our first time reacting to this movie that was so graceful to send to us, and we're thankful for them sending it to us. And we got a relationship with Since I've Been Down out of Seattle. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna do big. I predict. I'm going on the record on GP because I put everything on GP. I'm going on GP right now and saying it's gonna be a relationship, a friendship's gonna last forever with these individuals.
Amen.
Let me play. I'm gonna play Gilda one more time where we can sort of get her take on it, Mrs. Sheppard, and then we're gonna go straight into the video. Y'all stick and stay with us. Y'all's coming in late. I apologize. We had technical
Support
difficulties.
the real.
We had technical difficulties, and then a couple different other things was going on. And after this, if you stick with us, we're gonna have our reaction to this, and we're gonna talk about it a little bit. It's not gonna take long. Maybe 45 minutes, maybe an hour if we get to going. But right now I'm gonna play Gilda one more time for those just making it in.
Since I've Been Down is about the community profoundly impacted by our policies in the 1990s and the late 80s, which labeled kids super predators, leading to outcomes of poverty, dead-end prospects for thriving in school and in life, and to outcomes such as committing violent crimes and spending a life in prison. This film, however, is told by the people who have lived these conditions and unravels intimate stories from interviews brought to life through archival footage, cinema verite discussions, masquerade, and dance, unraveling why children commit violent crime and how these children, now adults, are breaking free from their fate by creating a model of justice that is transforming their lives, our humanity, and the quality of life for all of our children. Thank you. Enjoy Since I've Been Down.
Safmoe, your prison lawyer. We're back after viewing Since I've Been Down, and it was really a lot different than I thought it was going to be. But it was not different in a bad way. It was different actually in a good way. You want to go first?
I didn't like the way it ended. I mean, it ended in a good way as far as like what they were trying to do, the message they were trying to convey. But what I didn't like about the ending is that Kimonti didn't get out. He didn't get clemency. He didn't get paroled. He didn't get no kind of reprieve or anything like that. Because not only did he start that program, that TEACH program in one prison, it spread to 10 prisons in Washington State. Mm-hmm. It's for that program to spread from one prison to 10 prisons. It shows positivity, growth, less violence. He decreased the race relations and stuff like that.
Decreased the race relations.
You know what I'm saying? He decreased a lot of stuff in prison, and like he showed that he's not the same person he was 20 years ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
he not the drive-by shooter 20 years ago, and they still refuse to let him out. Mm-hmm. That's the part that I didn't like. about the whole film. That I mean, I love the whole film. I love the whole film. Period. I love what happened in the film. I love them putting it together and everything. But I don't like that the system didn't let them out.
On GP, this is I got something to say. We had first look at the movie. Since I've been down doesn't really air until I think the 28th.
2 more days.
Yeah, 2 more days. It's gonna be available. You guys check that out. Free Kimonti Carter. Man, I don't know the guy. I ain't never been down with him, but the movie, the film, the documentary. The one thing I did enjoy about the film, he didn't make any excuses. He accepted what he did. Mm-hmm. He had no problems with saying, this is what I did. I was made but these are the reasons why. So let's just back up. Let's just start the film. I want everybody to check it out. I mean, definitely check it out. I definitely check it out because I think it's one of the best films ever made in 2020, period. It's like one of the best. They're doing all these remakes. All these remakes of bullshit, and people are watching them. Oh, let's go watch the Batman movie and all this. That's the problem. People want to go out into these reality and go into this fantasy world, and they don't want to deal with reality. Reality is the reason why this movie is so important because it connects all the dots. It connects the community. It connects the community. Why do I say it connects the community? Because it connects taking all these young black males out of the community. And over 20 years, the whole community changes. Now it's white folks living there. Mm-hmm. They live there now. Yeah. And they feel comfortable there. They feel safe there. And they're not going to let anybody out. Come on, nobody. They're not going to let them out because at the end of the day, when it comes down to criminal injustice, they feel white. It's not about us and how we feel. That's why I say we had a conversation. Check out episode 18. It's airing tonight. We had a conversation prior. You probably don't remember it, but we had a conversation about police, whether or not police are necessary. And your position was police were necessary. And I said police weren't necessary. We came to a meeting as a minds and said police were necessary under this. I agreed with the fact that police will be necessary in a capitalist system because they need them, not us. And you were like, no.
I think they
no, police are necessary. Went back and forth on it. The reason I backed down on police and I want to centralize on police, you brought up a conversation about Milwaukee and how police officers gave you baseball cards.
You taking that out of context?
No.
I'm
not taking it out of context. No. You utilizing that?
You taking that conversation out of context?
No, I'm not. Because you utilize that as an emotional point in your life where you and the police officers connect.
Your perception is not my fault.
Go ahead. Tell me what
you
mean then.
Your perception of what I say and what I do is not my fault.
Tell me.
Your perception is not my fault.
But yeah, go and explain yourself.
What I'm saying is, when I was a kid,
in
Milwaukee, Wisconsin,
right.
The reason why I said this in the first place is because you told me the conversation you had at the cigar shop with the police officer.
No, we're talking about we're not talking about that conversation. We're talking about the conversation.
The reason why I said that is because you told me that if your son wanted to run up to the police officer,
I said I would not allow him to do it.
You wouldn't allow him.
Period.
I said, hold on. I said, Mo, when I was a kid, the police officers that patrolled our neighborhoods, they had baseball cards for the Milwaukee Brewers in the trunk of their car. Right. And you can go up to the trunk of the car, you can go to the police car and ask them for baseball cards and stuff like that. That was not to say that the police were friendly. That was just to say that that's what they did. The police officers, and what I was trying to express to you, that the police officers did more in the community back then in the 80s than they do now. Now they just drive through.
Yeah, and
you understand what I'm saying?
I understand exactly.
And they don't understand the cultures, and they don't live in our neighborhoods and stuff like that. That's what I was saying. You taking it out of context.
No, both of them are the same. No, both of them are the same thing. As far as them riding past the community, whatever. As far as them stop where you're at. They're giving out baseball cards. All that is intel. It's not community service. No, it's not my perception. It's my perception fucked up now. That wasn't community service. That was intel.
I'm around being in the middle. I understand where you're coming from because I understand where you came from. I understand about that first precinct or whatever the precinct was in Chicago where you grew up at, where they was taking young black men off the street.
Yeah, that wasn't just there. That's Chicago world. I didn't grow up by the first, second police precinct, but I know majority of the police officers were just like that individual.
I get it. I get where you come
from.
No.
We don't go there. Let's just stop.
That's why you go with the intel thing.
Let's go. No. That was what it was. You saw in the video. You saw in the video footage. They were. Hey, look, let me throw my gang sign up. And all of a sudden, these police officers now have all these photographs of young black males
throwing up gang
signs. They weren't even part of no gang. They might have just been like, "You my big brother. I know how to do it. Yeah, I'm part of the Bloods."
Right.
But
we had this conversation.
But no. I'm just. I'm saying I'm going back to the baseball cards, being like the reason they're in the community is not to pass out baseball cards. Your perception was fucked up because you went up to him thinking it's officer friendly. He's got baseball cards.
But they didn't have me throwing them gang signs.
Don't.
I asked them for baseball cards, and I get the baseball cards, I'm going.
The conversation.
Where's the harm at?
It's a lot of harm in that.
Where?
It's a lot of harm in it because we're having this discussion right now. You can't see through the harm. The same way back in the days, they didn't think it was no harm throwing up gang signs. And that was the reason they got locked up and sent to prison. The same way when you.
So what if you take it from this perspective that they handed out baseball cards trying to inspire kids to be stars rather than.
It would have been great. If they were doing that. Police officers.
How do you know they wasn't doing that? How do you know? How do you know they wasn't doing that?
It's all intel.
How do you know?
Watch my video. The police officer was set up as a military.
What did they ask me for? Why they give me baseball cards?
It doesn't matter. They don't have
what
to
did they have me do? Why they give me baseball cards?
They don't have to ask you to do nothing. It's for you to come up to the police, for them to recognize who you are. So when they see your ass again on that video footage, they be like, I know that kid. He lived right up the street.
Oh, so you saying they trying to just get to know the face?
To get to know
in case something happens.
Exactly.
In case something happens.
In the community.
Okay.
So they don't.
I see where you coming from.
That's called intel.
That's your perspective.
Okay. Come on, man. No, so it wasn't that. What was it then? He was giving you cards.
I say they trying to inspire young kids to be something better. Showing them these baseball cards.
Young, dude. No, it's not.
I can be naive right here. I can be naive right here. And I can be wrong. I can be wrong.
It's not being naive. It's not being wrong. It's misleading folks. It's trying to make something out of some good. I put shit on the table. You just keep trying to tell me it's chocolate and you want me to eat it. It makes no sense. Why you keep trying to make it something it's not? If you watch episode 18 and watch the etymology of the police officers, they never started out for nothing good. And even right now, they can't be good because all they do is protect the rich. That's the only reason they're here for. You've been taught that they're here to protect you. But
now I agree with you when you say that we don't have to have police officers. But the only way we don't have to have police officers is if our communities come together.
That's a conversation that you and I came to understanding, and that's what we came to understand.
I agree with you.
We came to understand on that because we saw that on.
How many of our communities come together?
Because all the black men's been taken out. We seen that in the movie. That's what the whole roundup. That's why when we was talking about, you're gonna watch episode 18 tonight. You're gonna remember the conversation we had. We talked about how this was systematic. They didn't do this by accident. They didn't, Bill Clinton didn't get on that TV by accident and said what he said, and everybody was like, yeah, that's what we need. No, the white folks say, we need our streets back because eventually after we're going to give them 50, 40 years, we can move back over the north. We can take over we can build our condos.
So you saying they want to take the streets? They want to take the neighborhood.
You seen where those prisons were. Yeah. They were in these wooded areas. Ain't a car in a house around. We ain't got to worry about nothing. Yeah. I go out there and barbecue, coffee shop, walk with my little dog up the street because I ain't got to worry about. And it's not to say anything. These people were out of their minds. we were out of our minds. We had guns.
And it's jobs.
It's job security.
It's job security for them people in the community.
Watch the video. Watch the video tonight and watch the video tomorrow. It won't be tonight. The video for tomorrow that's gonna pop up with my man Eric. Come on, but you and I have a conversation about it. It's by accident. We had a conversation about police and whether they should be in the community, and it was on the tail of Amir Locke's death. And that was our conversation. And we get into it about it, but I happened to watch this and just seeing when it comes to them, and believe me, everybody, shout out to those, I think Spirit Life, somebody commented last night on one of the videos. Shout out to all the people who've been active on I got something to say, YouTube chat page, our Instagram, all that.
And y'all don't forget to support the real, man.
Yeah, support the
subscribe,
real. The realest of the real. The realest. I'll put that on GP. Grill Pit. We're the realest of the real. But like I was saying, man, it just bothered me. The video bothered me because I could relate those cups they had. Those coffee cups. You see the coffee cups with the lid over it? Had one of those.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see that TV they had?
Yeah.
Had one of those.
TVs in the cell.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see all that stuff, everything that they had, it remind me of when I was in a joint and sitting there and feeling hopeless. Feeling like nobody gave a fuck. Nobody, free Kimonti Carter, free all those guys out there, because there's no reason to keep them in. They're doing more for the community inside a prison cell than the community is doing for itself. So why shouldn't they be back in our community?
Let them back in the community and
free.
let them clean up the community. Let them help the community. Let them help these young boys.
Yeah, but I'm saying the system wants them in a cage, still paying their dues. We're never gonna let them out. Like that, and I think that one lady, I'm gonna watch this again.
It's like the one lady said though.
No, I was gonna get to the one.
The one lady said. She said it's a from school to prison pipeline.
That was cold too. A lot of those black women were making valid, cold ass points. I'm gonna try to contact a lot of them that was in the video and see if I can't get someone to reach out, because they've been ultimately since I've been down, the whole program's been really open. They really want to connect and network and make this a nationwide thing. And I got something to say as a Safmoe prison lawyer. Ron, be in the middle. We're doing everything we can to jump on the wagon and get these individuals, network with them and make this be about something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like I said, what really got me and bothered me was just the fact that these individuals are creating these curriculums and setting this foundation, and everybody's turning a blind eye to it. But let one person, and here's where that mentality, that system and institutionalized mentality comes along. Let one person do one thing in that program, they're gonna shut the whole motherfucker down. But they're gonna shut it all down. Tell me I'm wrong.
You right.
One person do one thing. Right. They found contraband or anything.
Anything gonna shut it down. But this was crazy to me. Like, all right, he tried to educate himself, but in in Washington State prison system, if you don't have 7 years or under, you can't go to education. You can't educate yourself.
It's like
So if you got more than 7 years, what can you do? What's to do? Nothing.
Die.
But dibble and dabble in the bullshit.
Die.
That's
what they want you to do.
You understand what I'm saying?
Die in prison.
What Mr. Carter did?
Yeah, Mr. Carter.
What Mr. Carter did, he started educating his own brother. He got a group of brothers together and they started educating each other. White people and all. You seen the dude with the swastika in the video?
Yeah, tack.
Chopping it up with the brothers. You know what I'm saying? That's unheard of in prison system.
Tacked up.
So he got a group of people together and started teaching each other everything. And then the prison seeing how positive it was and seeing the direction it was going. And now all of a sudden they want to shine light on it and create funding for it. But they didn't have no funding. They told Kimonti Carter they didn't have no funding for it at first.
Yeah, it's just that.
But when they see how positive it was,
now they want to
grease their palms and
Yeah, be part of it.
Be part of
They
it.
want to be part of it.
And shine a light on it and bring the cameras in and stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying?
I think, like I said, with everything, my reaction to the video is that it was profound. I'm going to watch it several times. Over.
I'm glad that they did shine a light on it. I'm glad that they did take heed to it. But why did they have to come to that for them to take heed to it? Why you can't educate brothers and people in prison if they got more than 7 years? Why?
The thing about
it's supposed to be reformed, right?
No. The thing about it is you take that mentality and you take somebody who's got life and you don't give him anything. He can't mature. He can't grow. So now, but then you complain about prison problems. Right, prison issues, because now that dude's gonna be a straight up whacked out idiot. Yeah, right. You're gonna walk up in there, he's gonna be talking craziness, and he's gonna want to do something stupid. Yeah, but all but this system in general, is that that's why I say it does not work. Prison does not work. Policing does not work. But you put it like that. The best person who was making that point was a defense attorney. You put all that stuff that prison has accomplished down on a piece of paper, and if it was a business, you would close the motherfucker down immedially. But why is it's losing money? It's losing money.
Why they got 100 prisons in Florida?
They're gonna keep 100
Why they got 100 prisons in Florida?
They got Texas, New York,
Texas, Florida,
everywhere.
New York,
but that's the biggest thing that's going on. And when you look at this video, our fans, they guarantee, check this out. Since I've been down, when you look at this video, you're gonna see these prisons sitting nothing but woods. Nothing but wood, ain't nothing around there, ain't nothing around there. And these prisons are sitting there making an income for individuals. It's unheard of. They're taking individuals out of these communities, revamping the communities, putting them in these rural areas and revitalizing these rural areas using human bodies.
Modern day slavery.
Using human bodies.
Modern day slavery.
Because without that, like I said,
modern day slavery.
All that money that they're putting behind this community money. You got it because you're playing correctional officers. You're paying to turn the lights on in that motherfucker. Mm-hmm. You playing vehicles. You're talking about food. You're talking about all that stuff being shipped into that is nothing but money, a money maker. And they're doing that. It's making sense to them. That's how these people think. So it's not about justice. It's not about corrections. It's not about criminality. It's about profit. At the end of the day, man.
Money, money.
I mean, I want you
money.
Closing this out. Ron be in the middle. My man, Ron be in the middle. It's on IGSTS, on GP, this Safmoe, the prison.
Support the real.
What you want to say? What do you got? What's your closing?
I just want them to support the real. Be down for the cause. Just like, subscribe, follow, and share with your friends so we can spread this. Let's let us spread this thing out, man. Let's all get together and do something about this shit.
Yeah, what killed me the most and the connection I make now. My son, he watched a lot of these other. He refused to watch this, but he watched a lot of these other podcasts. So I hear him. I don't watch him. I don't give a fuck about that bullshit. But they glorify gang violence and gang people in gangs. And they might be doing something positive now, making music, but they're still making music about killing people. No, I'm gonna say that again, Ron B. They're making music about killing people. Now I don't care. Motherfuckers can say whatever they want, rap about whatever. I listen to that music, but I've been consciously turning that music off and not really riding with that type shit because the same reason these brothers are in prison, same shit they're doing life about, that they can't figure it out. They can't get themselves out. These people are rapping about it, and they're getting people who are supporting them. They're getting white populist society supporting them with that behavior. And how does that look? Why does that bother you so much, Safmoe? Why are you complaining about it? Why are you? I'm saying because Kimonti Carter can't get out of prison because he pulled a drive-by. Some real shit. He did some real shit, put some work in. Hold on, let me finish my point.
He did something wrong.
He put work in for his people. Now, and he's doing life and can't get out for it. That should tell a motherfucker, maybe that's some shit you probably don't want to talk about or rap about or glorify or romanticize, right? Because all they're doing is tracking other individuals into that lifestyle. It's gonna be sitting right with so in my mind, I'm thinking that he doing the white man's work for him, right? He's being that idol that people are envisioning that I want to be like. Not understanding at the end of the day, you're not gonna be like that Joker sitting up here talking about he's spinning racks and fucking bitches and all that shit. You're gonna be like Kimonti Carter. You're not the 1%. You're gonna be the 99. The motherfuckers sitting in prison begging motherfuckers to come see you, visit you, put money on your books.
Let me get a suit from you.
Let me get a
suit.
I'm saying, so that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So my son sits there and watch these motherfucking podcasts where they talking about these motherfuckers and letting these motherfuckers spout out their mouth about what gang they affiliated with and what they done did and all this other bullshit. But they not one of them motherfuckers is talking about since I've been down. Talking about the real side of that shit. Not the 1%. I'm sitting around here driving this car, spinning it and doing this. No. You gonna more than likely, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. That's why motherfuckers not watching us. And motherfuckers, you will let the bots watch this show and y'all watch the other bullshit because they telling you that bullshit you want to listen to. That garbage. Oh yeah, you're gonna rock. Like, get the fuck out of here. You guys gonna be in there, like you say, begging for a soup and a noodle, trying to get a telephone call from Safmoe, your prison lawyer, and I ain't got shit for you.
Can you
on
call
GP.
my girl for me on
GP? Yeah, blowing the phone, Joe. Blowing the phone for me. Blowing the phone, Joe. Make this three-way because I'm my girl. She's supposed to come up here today. She didn't show up. I think she fucking.
Can my girl get a ride with your girl this week?
She fucking Willie Bobo or somebody.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, you goofy motherfucker. Stupid. I'll put that on GP. Y'all motherfuckers, like I say, I give a fuck. Motherfuckers is not gonna watch this shit until they turn into Kimonti Carter. And they were like, they're gonna be calling us on the phone on three-way, begging, Safmoe, could you put me on the motherfucking show? I wanna say something because the system is fucked up. You was right. System's all fucked up. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Like on that, bro.
Y'all support the real, man. Yeah. We're the voice of the voices, the only voice.
Only voice.
Ron B in the middle and Safmoe. If you want to know what SAF stand for,
fuck. For the women, it's sexy as fuck. You understand? For Ron B,
it really mean Ron B, serious as fuck.
Ron B, yeah, he done created a whole nother term because he's mad. Because in the comments, I'm getting all the views, but that's cool. It'd be serious as fuck. But we know what it means. Sexy as fuck.
Serious as fuck. He ain't sexy. Y'all don't believe that shit.
I'm out of here. Yeah.